I may have a slight bubble tea boba problem. All right, so it's a very rainy day here in Montreal. I am still here. I have these moments where I'm just like, get me out of here. And then I have other moments, and I would say most of my moments are like, I don't want to leave. I do want to be in the sunshine and by the beach again, but I don't want to leave my children again. But today, I'm getting this strong urgency to leave. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to trust my intuition on this. So today, I was looking at plane tickets and I found some red-eye flights, some overnight ones that are very affordable compared to the others. I'm just not sure if I want to do that to my system. Flying overnight, I'm already a little bit sleep deprived. And so the flight would be tonight, 9:15 p.m., leaving Montreal and arriving in Cancun at 11:55 p.m. tomorrow. So it's like an 8-hour plus overlay. Anyways, just in case I'm leaving tonight, I decided to come get my boba. And then I'll decide what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm sensing it's time for me to go back home, to at least wait for the next signal. I'm completely in the flow and it's very uncomfortable. The flow, as pretty and sweet and spiritual as it sounds, it's no bueno sometimes. It's especially for someone who likes to feel in control and who likes to know where she's going. You know, I'm Capricorn sun, if you know astrology. But yeah, all that to say that I'm gonna finish this boba and I'm gonna confirm whether or not I'm leaving tonight. I didn't end up traveling, but Montreal, okay, I see what you did there. You called me back, not just to support people I love, but to finally shine a light on myself, on the ways I had betrayed myself, on the places where I stayed too long and ignored my own knowing. It was time for a cleanup. This trip felt like going back to a house I had already moved out of, not to live there again, but to finish packing and clean the floors and hand back the keys, to close unfinished situations, not with anger, but with clarity. And then there was the stage, that wonderful performance. It didn't add anything to me. It reminded me of who I am, my essence, my voice, my presence, who I've always been, but also who I am when I stop dimming my light. That moment was the exhale. Not the end, but the remembering.
La formation Lagamic qui va nous interpréter maintenant un succès que vous connaissez parce que le vidéoclip tourne pas mal à Musique Plus. Voici avec comme invité spécial Witsa Jean comme choriste. Voici Simplicité de Lagamic.
Shabella. Shabella is a very ambitious, motivated young lady. She has a dream and she has the intention of pursuing that dream no matter what. She gets into life circumstances, she has a child at an early age and that doesn't stop her. So she's very focused and her relationships are wonderful. They're very inspiring, the way that her and her friends love each other and the way they connect with each other. Some of what transpired during my time in Montreal wasn't easy, but it was absolutely necessary. See, the spiritual journey I'm on right now required it, not as a detour, not as a setback, but as preparation for what's next. Certain things had to surface, patterns had to end, and truth, they had to become undeniable so that I could move forward lighter, clearer, and more aligned. Because I know now that nothing on this path happens randomly. Everything is part of the refinement. And that's why I'm choosing to go with the flow.
Everything that comes to you, whatever it is that's coming to you, is exactly perfect for what it is. Use it. Stay in the positive state and use it. It wouldn't be there if there wasn't a reason for it. You need to trust the way reality works. You need to trust the mechanism. You need to trust the structure. Just go with the flow. Relax. Because if you know that no matter what happens, it's always going to benefit you, what do you care what happens? That's power. That's power. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter how things look. It doesn't matter what doesn't happen. It will always benefit me. That's power. That's a position of power. That's self-empowerment. Stay there. Don't leave it. Unless, of course, you like to suffer. I won't stop you if that's your passion.
No.
But understand you don't have to make that choice.